Hey everybody, it's a Road Scholar out here again. I got a new headset. We'll see how this works. Hopefully it works pretty well. Hope you can hear me. Anyway, the governor of California let it slip yesterday. The coronavirus is not as bad as they were predicting, or the media was predicting, or as bad as they were trying to make it seem when they started shutting all this down. And I'm going to explain why in just a second. See, the governor gave a speech yesterday about why he was closing it down. He said he's in charge of a state of 40 million people, correct? He said 56% of those people will catch the coronavirus. Think that's kind of a steep number, but okay, we'll go with that. That's 24 million people. He said he's expected to need 20,000 beds. Okay, 20,000 beds, or actually, he said 19,000. And 19,000 beds, we know from past numbers and everything that 10% of those hospitalized are expected to uh, pass on, die, whatever you want to say, to sound politically correct, I guess. But that means only 1,900 people are going to die out of 26 million that get it, which means that is nowhere near the 1.2% rate that we're tracking right now on the world. A lot of y'all go to that world thing and see how many people could contract the disease and die, but what you're not paying attention to is how many people have not been diagnosed, people who've been turned away for testing. So there's a lot more people infected than they know about, or we thought. The governor kind of let it slip yesterday whenever he said they needed only 19,000 beds, and we know that only 10% of those are going to pass away, which means only 1,900 people. Then that means that they have a model that is showing exactly how many people are supposed to get or live through this and what the percentage is. So everyone that's out here quoting these 1 point or 3.6 numbers, 4% numbers, even if it was 1% of 26 million people that are going to die, actually, it was 1.5 when he said it. The numbers dropped down to 1.2 now, but it was 1.5. I'm not sure if you're aware of that. That would be 330,000 deaths he was expecting, but he's not. He's expecting 1,900, not 330,000, 1,900, which means the coronavirus is no worse than the flu because that's about the same number they're expecting in flu. So he accidentally, or I don't know if he accidentally, a lot of people, he knows what a lot of people are not going to break out a calculator and check those numbers. And when I did, and I checked with other people that were graphing it and everything, I found out he he it's not as bad as they're trying to make it sound. They've destroyed the whole economy, and they knew it. They knew this thing was not going to get as bad as they sounded. But anyway, I just thought I'd put that out for you because a lot of people, and I don't blame you. You have every reason to freak out over this, the way the media's put it. But um, so far, if he is correct, and the numbers that I ran, if they're correct, and the numbers that all these other people are graphing and everything, because I get on there and check. I mean, I got to where I don't trust the guy. I don't trust Trump. I don't trust Pelosi. I don't trust none of them because they're all full of crap. And they got us out here believing all this stuff while the economy's crashing and everything. But then after you listen to what they say and you actually break out a calculator on these multi-$100 phones we got, some $1,000 phones that we got, and you run the numbers, you realize they're full of crap. That number didn't match up at all as to what they're trying to put out in the media. Anyway, just thought I'd let y'all know that. And if you don't believe me, go check out, listen to his speech, listen to what he said in that thing, and he'll tell you 50. He's expecting 56% infection rate and he goes into all this artificial intelligence technology they got and everything, and how they've been running this, program, and they know exactly what's going on. But by the time he got all the way done, and I got to listen, you got to listen close to what he says, and then when he says 26 million are expected to get it, but he only needs 20,000 beds total, not additional. Total, he only needs 20,000 beds. Uh, 20,000 beds, and 10% of those are expected to pass away. So that's only 1,900 people. He said 19,000 beds, but he actually I rounded it up. But that's only 1,900 deaths, and that means that's comparable to the flu. So, yeah, I mean, hey, y'all can argue with me all you want to. I just do it with math. And you can break out your own calculators if you don't think it's right. But I've done it several times because I couldn't believe he actually said that, and then everyone's still freaking out. Anyway, y'all have a good one. Take it easy.